What an absolute ass whipping Brazil just took against Argentina. And oh my God, Rafinha, what are you doing? The first time I heard about Rafinha saying they were going to annihilate Argentina, I actually thought it was a joke. And it turns out, no, he said it in Romario's podcast or whatever. But, anyways, Argentina, a very well motivated side, annihilated Brazil. It was actually the other way around. Argentina with Alvarez and a goal that reminded me of that goal against Australia where the ball just kind of bounces in front of him and he's in front of the keeper and just taps it in there, man. Like incredible. Julian Alvarez is on a mission. What a fantastic player does Argentina have on their side. And hey, they didn't even have his 1-2 punch, Lautaro Martinez. They didn't even have the best player in the world. Is this Argentina side one of the favorites to win the World Cup? Let me know down in the comments because tonight, boy, did it feel like it. With another goal from Enzo Fernandez, an amazing a goal and an assist because that assist was world class, man. That assist that Enzo Fernandez gave to McAllister, it was 80% all Enzo Fernandez. He got an 8.8, was the man of the match, as he should. And then another goal from Simeone, his son. What a player. He's so freaking good, man. He runs everything. He's so strong. And just like Cholo Simeone was in his prime. And this Argentina side, it's incredible. Paredes had a great game. I don't even know like why does Rafinha have to get and have to say these words and you gotta walk your talk, man. As a Barcelona fan, I don't like players talking before games. Talking smack, it motivates players, it motivates your opponent. It has nothing to do with that. It does nothing for your side. If anything, it does everything for the opponent side. It motivates them, and you can see Argentines fighting for every single ounce, for every single ball, and just being a force to be reckoned with, and just suffocated Brazil. Brazil was non-existent on this game. The midfield, oh my goodness, is there such a gap? That gap between the midfielders from Brazil and the midfield from Argentina might as well just be the Grand Canyon, man. Because and then that's the time that Rafinha chooses to come out and say a lot of things. Look, Andred, Jellington, uh, Cunha, who had a good game, he scored a goal. The only goal that Brazil scored was a horrendous mistake by Cuti Romero, who's I'm not going to bash on him because he's always such a great player, such a great professional, and always does a great job for defending for this team. And made a huge mistake. Hey, we're all human, right? And that's the only goal that that Brazil scored on a team where there's Vinicius, there's Rafinha, and there's Rodrigo. And what ghosted job was Rodrigo? Like what the hell? Even Rafinha didn't have the best game. And Vinicius Jr. as a false nine is horrible. The only times where he played well was he was on the left wing. And why not just, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to show it right here. Look. So, what I mean is, like, you put in Vinicius Jr. as a false nine. Why don't you have Rafinha as a false nine? Put Rodrigo where he plays at Real Madrid. Put him on the right and put Rafinha where he in the middle, and then put Vinicius on the left. Even when Vinicius was on the left, when he did his most of his damage. But this Brazil side, can this Brazil side be the world favorites? I cannot wait to see the battle between Argentina and Spain for the Finalissima. Is Tagliafico going to be able to stop Lamine Jamal? Is Molina going to be able to stop Nico Williams? Is Lionel Messi going to take it to his all Barcelona teammates and actually, beat Spain in the Finalissima. I cannot wait for this game. And is Julian Alvarez and Leo Messi gonna do something about it, or is it Spain and their midfield? And then this midfield with McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, Paredes, Almada, who's actually, I can't believe Almada was in the MLS just probably like a year ago. It's incredible. Now he's playing for Lyon. I haven't seen him play there, but every time I see this kid, it's just incredible. Incredible midfield. The Paul being so underrated, man. Like it's a 7.5 tonight, and he was everywhere. I They suffocated Brazil, man. Like it's just incredible. And then Julian Alvarez. What else is there to say about Julian Alvarez besides the fact that I pounded my table for Barcelona to go get him away from Pep Guardiola at Manchester City? The very first time I saw him, and especially in the World Cup, I saw that Julian Alvarez was made of the right stuff. When he took it to Lautaro Martinez, a player who was in his prime and was playing better than him to a point where some of those games Julian Alvarez started over Lautaro Martinez, who is a world-class striker. You can see what was to become of Julian Alvarez, and Barcelona just couldn't have the money, couldn't afford it. It was just incredible. But hey, what do you guys think about Rafinha? I think it's a little funny, and I think, just like life, sport has a way to humble you. And I think sometimes you got to be a little bit more humble and talk after the game. This is why I think Lamine Yamal is just on another level, because he's 17 years old and he's so quiet. He's so calm. He doesn't say a word. You talk smack about him, he'll let you say whatever you want. He's not going to say anything. You're going to pretend like he doesn't care, and all of a sudden, bam, like a mamba. He hits you, he bites you. That's Lamine Jamal. That's what Raphinha needs to take, a page out of his book. But hey, let me know your thoughts. Do you think Argentina is going to beat Spain, or you think Spain has enough with Pedri and has enough with Fabian and Subamendi? And do you think one of these two teams is going to be the favorites to win the World Cup? Let me know down in the comments. I had to make a video because this is just too comical about Raphinha, man. Now he has to eat it. That's the thing. That's what happens when you talk crap, when you talk smack. That's just gonna happen. Like, people are gonna come at you after the game.